Long story short, we got COVID. Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Shayna, and in my little corner of the internet, we talk about spooky history of all kinds. If that sounds like something you're interested in, be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell because I upload every week. I also have a podcast called Spooky History with Shayna Blake, so if that's more your thing, be sure to check out the link down in my description. That is where all of the audio of my videos go, except for videos like this when I do a little get ready with me. So that is what this is. Little update, what's going on in my life type thing, why I haven't been uploading. Let's get into it. So I'm gonna get my makeup on because I have another video that I'm gonna record after this one. So we're gonna chat while I do that. And if you're interested in anything that I use, I will have that all linked down in my description. This is going to be difficult because one, there is not the best of lighting in here at all. And two, I forgot to open up my mirror. That sounds smart, don't it? So, my husband ended up getting COVID. No matter how hard I tried to avoid it, I still got it. He got sick like 2 weeks ago. So he got sick a Thursday and then I got it the following Monday. Let me tell you, that was fun. He was sick, but he was still, able to get up and do stuff, but he didn't do much. He just kind of slept or watched shows, maybe played on his game for a little bit if he had enough energy. That's about it. I was fine. I was perfectly fine. And so were the boys. The boys never really did get it. I was okay. And then Monday came along. I had a sore throat and then it went away like an hour or two later. So, not a huge deal. It was like that afternoon, I started getting chills and I'm like, oh geez, here we go.
This is a load of barnacles.
My boss ended up staying away from me, thank goodness. He has another office he can go hide at if he needs to. So I told him about my husband having COVID and he decided he was going to stay at his other office as a precaution. I told him he was going to end up coming to my office while I was there in order to do some stuff that he needed to do around there. I'm not exactly sure. So you may not want to come because I'm not feeling very well. Yeah, it's probably best if you just stay away. So he's like, well, why don't you set up an appointment to get tested tomorrow morning? That way we know if you have it or not. If you're still feeling sick, then I would definitely go get tested. So I'm like, okay. So that's what I did. Well, Walgreens, like 45 minutes away, was the only place that was doing free testing. Everywhere else charged at least $100. So I'm like, yeah, we'll do that. So I scheduled an appointment for, it was like 10:30 that morning, hoping I didn't have to keep it. I still felt sick that Tuesday morning, so I decided to go and get tested. I had to shove that swab up my nose, and that was very hard to do to myself. It was just not something I wanted to do. So as soon as I get back home, I'm able to check my email because they said they would email me the results. They were ready by the time I got home, and it was positive. So I'm like, oh great. So I texted my boss and told him and everything, and he's like, okay, well, you might as well stay home for a few days, get to feeling better. You're not missing much here, trying to make me feel better so I'm not worried about work while I'm gone. And so I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll try. I have some vacation days left that I can use. Not much, but I've got like 2 that I can use. So hopefully I'll be fine after a couple days. So he's like, okay, whatever you say. My husband at this time is able to go back to work. He was able to go to work Tuesday. So I started feeling sick Monday. He went back to work Tuesday. I stayed home Tuesday, which was nice because that way one of us was home to be with the kids, so we're not spreading it everywhere. Because I did not want to bring my kids to work all week, and that was going to be the case because they would have been exposed, obviously. But anyways, so he went back to work. I had the kids and we were all just kind of chilling. And I'm sorry if you can hear my oldest. He's not being very quiet. He thinks he is, but he's really not. I feel okay if I take Tylenol. I'm not having the body aches, my fever goes away. I feel okay and I get energy and I'm able to do stuff around the house, just like maybe a spurt of like an hour's worth of energy, not anything crazy. And then I'd have to sit back down and relax, I would feel really tired at times. That Monday, when I got home was the worst. And then after that, it just gradually just, got better to where I could deal with it. You know what I mean? So then comes Wednesday. My boss is like, maybe you should stay home and then see how you feel and maybe come in Friday. Because if I come in, I can still isolate myself. I don't have to let customers in and then I can disinfect when I leave. It's just me usually in the office other than my boss. And since he can stay away, I could just come back Friday if I'm feeling well. Well, I was feeling good. So I decided to go to work. The boys weren't sick, so they went to my in-laws for a day. So I went into work. I go to my desk. And it's like, my computer has this blue screen and it says like, reboot, error, please restart computer. I'm like, okay, that's weird. Like, was someone messing with my computer while I was gone? It's my desk. So I'm like, that's kind of weird. I restart my computer. It says searching for media presence and then giving me an error and then searching for media presence. So I'm just like, what is going on? Why can't I log into my computer and get some work done? So I get a hold of the tech people and they're all like, yeah, we don't know what's going on. Sorry. We're gonna have to get a hold of someone and see what's going on. So I'm like, okay. So I get a call from the tech guy that usually upgrades our computers. He's like, yeah, I don't know how else to tell you this, but your computer died. I'm like, okay, great. Like, what do I do now? I ended up going to work at his computer so I could get something done, which granted, his computer doesn't have all of my passwords and stuff. So my coworker had to give me all of that stuff. And then everything else I just lost. They even tried to get something off of it and they couldn't. Everything that I had saved was gone. I was like, oh, that's great. So that was fun. He's like, yeah, you're gonna have to get a laptop. So I'm like, a laptop? I've been using a desktop for like 7 years. Why do I need a laptop? Well, everyone in corporate's getting a laptop. Okay. So that's what I did. I worked Friday at my boss's thing, and then Monday my laptop came and got all that taken care of. So that was kind of stressful. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna worry about uploading. And then I had a week to skip anyways. So it's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna take a break because a lot's going on. And I'm even considering changing my uploading schedule. I try to get ahead, but it never really works out that way, especially with, I'm a mom of 2 young boys. I still work full time. I have to take care of the house, do chores, stuff like that. I don't have a ton of time, so I try to like bulk record videos, at least like 2 or 3 at a time if I can, on top of all the research and stuff. So I'm thinking that I might start uploading on like Fridays or Saturdays. That way, if I do record on like a Saturday, I don't have to worry about getting it uploaded that next Wednesday. I can just have that whole week to edit, which gives me time. So we may try it. If we don't like it, I could always change it back. It's not a big deal, but I'm thinking about trying that. So that's what I'm considering. Then this weekend, I actually already recorded this video. I recorded this video and then the next video that I'm going to record, but for some reason my audio was distorted. Not exactly sure what happened, but both of my recordings were ruined somehow. So I had to completely scrap them. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna work on getting this uploaded on either Friday or Saturday. I should be able to, because these ones are pretty easy to edit and stuff. And then the next one should go up the next week. So I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, I did record that. So Friday, our mower quit, and I was worried about that because I'm just like, oh geez, let's hope I don't have to pay to fix this mower because that would just be crazy. And then Saturday, the same day that I recorded these videos, our hot water heater quit working. So I was just like, okay. Oh my goodness. I'm like, this is not cool. So thankfully, my dad came. I told him what was going on. I'm like, hey, our hot water heater's not working. Could you help us? Like, yeah. So he came by he came by Sunday, not Saturday, and he figured out what was going on with the water heater. It was the copper coil thing, just needed replaced. That's it. It was like $11. So I'm like, hallelujah, thank you. And then after that, I just mentioned something about the mower, but you know how dads are. They get on one project, they just go to the next. So he went on to look at the mower. I'm like, that was not an invitation to go look at the mower, but he ended up fixing it in like 2 minutes. Something about the battery something wasn't hooked up right. I don't know, but he was able to fix it. And I'm just like, oh, 2 prayers answered in 1 day. So I'm like, thank you. The weekend started off bad and then ended really well. And now my youngest is sick. So hopefully we'll get a break soon. We'll see. I'm not keeping my hopes up. I'm just moving forward, taking it one day at a time is all we can do, right? But so that's been going on. That is an update and why I haven't uploaded. I do apologize. Sometimes us YouTubers just need a break. But yeah, that's it. I have a good video coming up next week. I'm really excited about it. I've heard it before, but it wasn't one that I was really familiar with. So I was excited to look into that and then research it, and I'm ready to record it for you. But let me know if you guys get any ideas on what you want me to research and look into. I'm more than happy to do that, especially on the Mysteries with My Mom episodes, because those we go into a little more depth and those are always fun. So give me some ideas. Don't give me the ideas in the comments if you can. Go to my Instagram and send me a message. Because you know my mom, she'll look and then she'll investigate herself. And we don't want that. Sorry, Mom, but we don't. But anyways, that's gonna be it for me today, guys. If you enjoyed this video or enjoy my content, be sure to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. It does help out my channel. Or if you're interested in podcasts, be sure to check out my podcast, Spooky History with Shayna Blake. I'm gonna have all of the products that I used today down below, just in case you're curious. I'll have it all ready for you. Other than that, that's gonna be it for me. I think I've got it all done, and I'm gonna record next week's video. Other than that, guys, I hope you guys have a very blessed week, and I will see you all later. Bye.